They are rewards for competence, to an extent, but competence is more attractive in Los Angeles than it is in Salt Lake. The Clippers made themselves attractive enough to land stars and all of the good things that come with them. That includes a wider margin for error. The Jazz never had one. It made them vulnerable to any mistake or misfortune. They experienced both. Would they have won this series with a healthy Mike Conley? It's hard to say, especially considering the parallel mystery of Leonard's health. It certainly would have made a difference, especially once Donovan Mitchell tweaked his ankle. The Clippers got away with playing such small lineups in part because Mitchell was the only ball handler who could consistently penetrate the defense, scoring 8.3 points in the paint per game compared to 3.7 or fewer for every other player on the roster aside from Gobert. That made it particularly difficult for the Jazz to punish the Clippers for playing so small, but if Gobert struggled against the smaller Clippers as a Defensive Player of the Year, the slower favors never stood a chance. The Jazz lost his minutes by 35 points in the first 5 games of the series. In Game 4, they lost the game by 14 points, the exact amount they were outscored by with him on the floor, but the Jazz don't get NIC bottoms for the minimum. The opportunity cost of their roster decisions is greater. When they sign the wrong player, they can't have an alternative lined up to replace him. Losing core players to injury is lethal. All of the stars need to align for Utah to win a championship. They did in the regular season. They might again next season. But it's unclear how long that will be the case. The Jazz already owe well over $130 million to players next season before a new Conley deal is even accounted for. Re-signing their point guard would vault them deep into the luxury tax. Will they be able to keep all of their supporting talent and pay Conley? Who gets sacrificed if the answer is no? If the answer is yes, is that just for next season, or for the foreseeable future? None of this is to say that the Jazz can't win a championship. With some better luck or one better decision, they might still be alive right now. They just don't have that Kawhi Leonard-sized margin for error that the Clippers did in this series. Few small market teams ever do. For a team in their position, getting almost everything right might not be enough.